Hello everybody, it's Ripley Sartain with Wisconsin Wonder Garden. I want to thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Please subscribe and give us a big old thumbs up if you enjoy this video. What I'm going to be showing you today, as promised, is our Christmas cactus. It is that time of the year and this thing is blooming right on time. Nice and beautiful blooms. So happy about this. I'm going to tell you about why this Christmas cactus blooms, how you can kind of coax your Christmas cactus into blooming, and then I'm just going to display a few of the beautiful flowers that it has for us right now. So what conditions are optimal to create a blooming cycle for a Christmas cactus? Well, that is a few things. One is darkness, two is cooler weather, and three is drier soil. So this time of year, it's only a few weeks away from Christmas. We have less sunlight than usual. We're also receiving cooler temperatures than usual. And starting late October towards early November, I start watering this thing a little bit less. Essentially, you're typically going to want to water your Christmas cactus once every 2 weeks, or once the soil is dry to the touch, down to about 1.5 inches below the surface. Depending on the type of container you have, those times may vary. Just make sure the soil is not maintaining a very wet, humid environment for the cactus. So if I water this once every 2 weeks usually, what I will do is bring that down to maybe once every 3 weeks. Of course, you're going to want to read your cactus and make sure that you're not stressing it out too much to the point where it's going to do damage to the plant. So if you think it really needs watering, then go ahead and do that. That won't be a problem. Either way, I think you should be able to flush out the wonderful blooms as long as you have, again, the cooler temperatures and darker days. So here we are in almost a few weeks until Christmas. We are getting much less sunlight during the day. And then I have the shades drawn over the eastward facing window that these are in. That way it doesn't receive any ambient lighting during the nighttime that we have on in the house, in order to disrupt the cycle that this plant is going through, basically a dormancy stage. So it's getting colder temperatures as well because of those shades that we have. We have the curtains drawn and closed all the time. So within the area that this plant is growing in, it's now basically between 60 to 65 degrees instead of the normal 72 to 75 degrees that we get during the summer, even sometimes late fall. It's warmer temperatures up to that range, but it drops down about 10 degrees or so. And that little bit is just enough to kind of signal to this thing that it's time to bloom. So those are a few things that you guys can do in order to kind of help your cactus along and flesh out some of these beautiful blooms. If you guys have any questions or comments on how to take care of this Christmas cactus, just let me know. I have a video on how to propagate this, and I plan on making a very detailed care video in the future on this Christmas cactus, and as well as many of the other plants we have growing in the garden. If you want to check out our propagation video, just head over to the channel and search Christmas Cactus Propagation. You'll definitely find it. These were taken from a 15-year-old Christmas cactus that my wife's grandfather had and still has to this day. And his is actually blooming at the same time too. They have basically the identical situation, except for they don't have the curtains drawn. They have it in an eastward facing window, real close up to the window, so it's receiving more dark during the day and then cooler temperatures as well. His is about 3 times this size. It's about this wide and twice, 2.5 times as tall. It's just gorgeous. But these propagations that we took, every single one did excellent. I had no problems whatsoever. And if you guys want to propagate your Christmas cactuses, it's super easy. Just check out our channel and we have a great video on how to do that. It's time to take a close look at these beautiful blooms that we have here on this Christmas cactus. Taking a closer look, you'll see that we have a lot of beautiful blooms on this plant. I wanted to make sure I waited until it was an ideal time so you guys could see the full beauty that a Christmas cactus puts out when it's blooming, because it's just gorgeous. These flowers really just are something else, a really unique shape and texture to them, and the colors are so beautiful. And Christmas cactuses also come in a few different colors too. You'll see some lighter colors, some more like whites and creams, and then there's also a few varieties that give off like a dark red, and it's amazing to see when they bloom. What an awesome plant. The Christmas cactus is such a unique and fun plant to grow. It's also easy to grow if you're a new beginner to gardening, whether it be cactus or any other type of plant. This one is super easy. It has pretty low maintenance requirements, and I think you guys would love to grow it. I hope you all enjoyed the video and loved the content that we have to bring on the channel. If you liked it, give it a big old thumbs up, and please subscribe, because we have a ton of content already on the channel, and it's going to be many years of new content coming up. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys could support us. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Happy gardening.